Alrighty, y'all. We're gonna be pulling some briskets today. I'm just gonna kind of go over my thought process and how I pull briskets, and that's pretty much it. Let's do it. Alrighty, I got 12 briskets on this beautiful mill scale. They've been on for about I want to say 13 hours. Time to check. They've been wrapped for an hour, so I wrapped them in the 180s, and now. I've done an hour at 300, just trying to get them off. I don't want to just sit them in this wrap forever. I want to get them out of the, once I wrap the briskets, I'm essentially done cooking. I just want to get the briskets out of the smoker. I don't want them sitting in this wrap for very long. So what I do, I'm picking up the brisket with just using a towel, just a regular towel. Picking up the briskets right in the middle of the brisket. I'm putting my fingers into the lean right in the center of the brisket because this lean is always going to be more done. I mean, the outer edges of the brisket are always hotter. When you temp any brisket, this is temping at 200, and I'm really just looking for this right in the middle. And it feels really, really tender. It feels really tender. I get asked a lot, you know, what temp should I pull a brisket? What temp should they be done? I really don't temp briskets anymore. I only kind of do that once I switch a brisket brand. I think it's really good to, start temping and feeling and getting a good idea where they're at when you're pulling them off. But once I've been cooking the same brand for a while, these are 1855s, that we've been doing these for a while. Once I've been doing the same brand for a while, I kind of have a really good idea of where I want to pull it feel-wise. And I don't really need to temp anymore. It's not like so much a cocky thing. It's more of like I trust my instincts, and this is also more efficient. So like I said, I just go through, feel them all. This one feels a little less tender, but still good. I'm gonna put it on a different tray than the other one. When I'm going through and pulling a whole set of briskets, I have 3 categories that I put them in. I put them in most done, feeling really good, and a little under. The more undercooked or tighter they feel, the hotter they go into the warmer internally. So I temp each section kinda, and I put them in based on what they are internally. So the ones that feel really good, they go in at 140. The ones that are a little over, or a little too tender, they go in at 130, and that's how I categorize my briskets. Yeah, I still cry. It doesn't matter how long I've been doing it. Gonna cry. I got my 3 trays here. Like I said, I got my done. I say that, but it just means they're maybe a little more over than I anticipated. And I have my feel really good. I love them, perfect. And then I have my little undercooked, little tighter than I wanted. And the reason I do this is because, when you're cooking a set of brisket, they all cook so different. Every brisket is different. And we try our best to, when we trim them and season them and put them on, we try our best to, put the same size briskets on the smoker so that they cook more evenly. But it's never perfect. Brisket is always gonna be just cooked differently. So I found in my personal experience with brisket is always wrap in the 180s and always try to pull within an hour, hour and a half. And the paper kind of just looks a little wet. It's not soaking wet. Anyway, the reason I do this is because when you put them in at different temps into the warmer overnight, when they rest, they kind of even out. If I feel one, like these aren't super undercooked. I mean, I wrapped in the 180s. They're feeling really tender. They're not super tight, but they're a little bit tighter than I want. To put them in the warmer at 140. But these go in the warmer at 160 because they're a little tighter. So they go, and when I say go in the warmer at 160, I mean internally. I tip them in the side, and then when they hit 160 internally, I put them in the warmer. These go in, the most done ones go in at 130. The most feel really good, 140. And that's because if they're done, if they're really done, they feel really tender coming off the smoker, you're gonna wanna rest it down really low. I mean, just really let it rest all the way down to 130. And I know that sounds bad, and I might get in trouble, I don't know, but it definitely helps. I mean, it absolutely helps, and it's a big help. And like I said, the reason I do this is because this has just helped me over the years become a more consistent cook for a set of briskets. I'm not talking 1 or 2. I'm talking 12 to 24 to double that. I want them all. I want to pull them all off. I want to get them all off at the same time. And like I said, these aren't super far off each other. They're just I just feel the difference right in the middle of the lean. And then while they're resting. So these are gonna go, like I said, I'll put them off the smoker. These are gonna go in the warmer in about 1 to 2 hours, depending on what I said, 140 or 160. And I'm just gonna pour on. I'm just gonna rest them. Oh, that's still a little cold. Just gonna rest them in some tallow, and I just pour it right on top like so. So I put my tallow on. Basically, I just really want them sitting in some juice overnight while they rest. They'll create their own juices as well, but the tallow is nice, just a little bit extra juice. Anything's crispy, anything's hard, shouldn't be, but if it is, you put it in there, you set it in the juice, let it rest. I don't think it absorbs it or anything, but it's just nice. It makes the brisket a little bit softer, it makes the paper a little bit more wet. Everything's a little bit better. So this is what I do. Let me know what y'all think. Appreciate y'all watching. Hey, what's up? Hey, what's going up, y'all? I just shot the video. I kind of want to go over a few things, kind of clarify, because I feel like I'm just kind of talking. I'm just, So when I say put them in the warmer is always set at 140. The warmer is always at 140. When I say put them in at 160, I'm talking. I'm probing the brisket. And the internal temp of the brisket is 160 when I put them in the warmer to rest overnight. So just kind of wanted to go over that, make sure that was kind of clear, because I knew I was going to get a lot of questions about that. So yeah.